Charles, I have been patient. Too patient, if I'm being honest. But my patience has run out.
Let me guess, this is about marriage again.
Oh, don't act so surprised. You knew this conversation was coming.
Mother, it's every conversation with you.
Then let me make myself perfectly clear. Marry by the end of the year, or I will pick a wife for you.
You're joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Mother, marriage isn't something you force on someone.
It is when your son refuses to take his legacy seriously. You are the sole heir to the Williams empire, Charles. This family needs stability, an heir, and that starts with a wife.
Ah, yes. Because nothing screams romance like an arranged marriage for business purposes.
I'm glad you understand.
You can't be serious, Mom.
Oh, I am. In fact, I've already shortlisted a few suitable candidates for you.
You what?
These are well-bred, well-educated women from respectable families, women who understand what it means to be a Williams. If you won't make the effort to find a wife, I will choose one for you.
Mom, this is unbelievable. You are unbelievable.
You have until the end of the year. If you remain unmarried by then, I will personally arrange a wedding between you and Sophia Caldwell.
Mother, you are not auctioning me off like a racehorse.
Then find a wife. You have 1 year.
Mom, you are impossible.
I know, right? Do you want to eat? I made your favorite.
No, I am out of here.
Enjoy your day.
What is it, Charles? You look disturbed.
I went to see my mom this morning and she dropped a bombshell.
What bombshell?
She gave me 1 year to get married. If I don't, I will have to marry Sophia Caldwell or choose from the list of ladies she compiled.
So let me get this straight. Your mom has officially launched Regina's royal wedding project.
This is not funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. So what's the plan? You gonna propose to the first woman you see and beg her to marry you?
If it keeps me from marrying Sophia Caldwell, then maybe.
You, the great Charles Williams, billionaire control freak, is considering proposing to the first lady you see.
I never said that.
You just did. Look, man, jokes aside, what are you gonna do? You know Lady Regina doesn't make empty threats. If you don't find someone, she will make that wedding happen.
I don't know what to do. I am just confused.
Let me guess, you've spent the last 12 hours brooding about your impending doom.
You make it sound so dramatic.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I misinterpret? Because from what I remember, your mother is forcing you to get married. Sounds like a crisis to me.
It's not a crisis. It's a temporary setback.
Oh, right, just a minor inconvenience where your entire life is being dictated for you. No big deal.
I don't need your commentary, Daniel. I need a solution.
That's the fun part. There isn't one. Alright, tell me the real problem. What's the worst case scenario here? Wait, Sophia Caldwell, as in Lady Regina's favorite socialite Barbie doll. Oh, that's bad.
Thank you for the insight, Daniel.
No, but seriously, Sophia. Your mother's been trying to throw her at you for years. Why now?
Because my mother knows I can't stand her, and this is her way of forcing my hand.
Okay, let's review the facts. Sophia is rich, beautiful, and every bit as self-absorbed as we remember from those charity galas. Why would Lady Regina think you'd actually go for her?
Because she doesn't care about what I want. She cares about family image, business alliances, and producing heirs.
And Sophia is, what? The ideal corporate merger wife.
Exactly. She's everything my mother thinks a Williams wife should be. High society, well-bred, and incapable of original thought.
She did once ask if the moon had Wi-Fi, so I see your point.
And that's who my mother expects me to spend the rest of my life with.
A fate worse than death. So, what's your plan?
The truth is, I don't have a plan yet.
Okay.
To what do I owe this visit?
I was in the neighborhood, so I got to visit you. So, Charles, let's cut to the chase. We both know what's happening here.
Do we?
Your mother wants us to marry. My mother agrees. Honestly, it makes perfect sense. I mean, let's be real, you're not exactly romantic, and I'm not exactly interested in love. So why not make this easy?
Easy.
You do your thing, I do mine. We live in separate wings of the mansion, make a few public appearances, and let our parents be happy. No emotions necessary.
You're saying, you'd marry me for convenience.
Obviously. You think I want to waste my best years actually trying in a marriage?
You know what, Sophia? You're right, and marrying you would be the dumbest decision I've ever made.
Excuse me.
That will be all for now, Sophia.
Are you saying I should leave your office?
Something like that. I am done with this conversation.
Okay. I want you to know that this is not over.
Whatever. Please tell me you have good news.
Well, if you consider watching Sophia Hastings throw a fit at the Fifth Avenue Club good news, then yes, I have great news.
Sophia was never an option. But now I need a real plan before my mother shoves someone else in front of me.
And by real plan, you mean finding a woman you can tolerate for a lifetime.
More like someone who can play the role long enough to satisfy my mother and get her off my back. I don't know, Daniel. But I need a distraction, or I'm going to lose my mind.
Then let's go to the La Reverie. You need food, and maybe, just maybe, your solution will find you.
Okay, let's go.
Did Sophia propose to you instead? You look like you barely survived the attack.
Remind me never to let my mother plan my life again.
Oh, buddy, we both know that's a losing battle.
Would you like to start with a drink, sir?
Yeah, a bottle of cold water. Sophia literally suggested we live in separate wings of the house. Said love was a waste of effort. Can you believe that?
Shocking. A woman who once asked me if clouds were made of cotton candy doesn't believe in love.
I'd rather marry a complete stranger than end up with her.
Careful, that kind of statement has a way of becoming reality.
Here you go, sir. Enjoy your meal. Let me know if you need anything else.
Huh, well, did the great Charles Williams just get interested in a waitress?
I wasn't staring.
Sure, and Sophia is a hopeless romantic. Still thinking about it.
How do I find a wife before the end of the year without falling into my mother's trap? I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Then maybe stop looking where everyone expects you to.
She doesn't belong here.
Who? The waitress?
She carries herself like someone who's meant for more than this.
Good evening, sir. How can I assist you?
Take a seat.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm working.
I won't take much of your time.
All right, but only for a moment.
Good. What's your name?
Hannah Adams.
Hannah. That's a strong name. Tell me, Hannah, are you working here full-time?
For now. But I plan to return to school.
What are you studying?
Computer engineering.
Impressive. Why did you stop?
I lost my mother last year. She was my only family. I couldn't afford to continue.
That must have been difficult.
It was. But God has a plan for everything.
You believe that?
Yes. I trust God's timing, even when I don't understand it. I should get back to work now, sir.
Okay, thanks.
So, what exactly was that?
I don't know yet.
You know, she doesn't care who you are.
I noticed.
Wait, no way, you can't be serious.
I need someone who doesn't want my money. Someone who isn't interested in the Williams name.
You, my friend, are about to make the biggest mistake of your life.
Or the smartest move I've ever made.
Alright, I've been watching you pace for the last 10 minutes. Either you're practicing for a marathon, or you have an idea you're afraid to say out loud.
It's ridiculous.
Even better, let's hear it.
What if I marry Hannah?
Oh, this is fantastic. Charles Williams, billionaire playboy, considering marrying a waitress. You, my friend, are losing it.
I need someone who isn't after my money. Someone who is ready to solve my problem. Hannah needs money for school. I need a wife to satisfy my mother. It's a fair exchange.
Okay, let's break this down. You, a man who avoids commitment like it's a tax audit, are going to convince a woman you barely know to marry you.
She's smart, independent. She doesn't want my money. And she needs help finishing school.
So, you're bribing her with a degree.
It's a mutually beneficial deal.
You know what, I'd pay good money to see her reaction to this.
You won't have to wait long.
And what if she says no?
There's only one way to find out.
Good evening, sir. Would you like a table?
I need to talk to you.
All right. What is this about?
I have a proposition for you. A marriage proposal.
I'm sorry, what?
I need to get married before the end of the year, or my mother will arrange a marriage for me. I don't want that. You are intelligent, independent, and you have no interest in my wealth. That makes you the perfect candidate.
You want me to marry you as a business deal?
Exactly. We would have an agreement. You can continue your studies, I will take care of the fees and all associated costs. Whenever you are no longer interested, we part ways.
You don't even know me.
I know enough. And I know that you're different. You have no hidden agenda, and I respect that.
I don't even like you.
It's okay. It's just a marriage out of duty. No emotions whatsoever.
No, marriage is sacred to me. I can't enter into something like this for convenience.
I know this is sudden. But at least, pray about it.
Okay. I will. How was work today? It was going on well, until I met a weird guy. Actually, a weird billionaire. What happened? He proposed marriage to me. No, is that a joke? I wish it was a joke. He was serious. Do you know him before now? He's one of our customers. He comes to the restaurant often. But we don't have anything personal, just business. Okay. So, he told me that his mom is pressuring him to get married. So, he wants to marry me. He would take care of my education and the rest of it. This is risky, Hannah. You don't even know him. What if you marry him, and he turns into a monster? I want to pray about it, and hear from God. I am scared for my life, Lisa. Yes, that's better. I am sure God will not encourage you to marry him. Let's hope so. God is unpredictable. But not in this case. Okay, let's hope so. Lord, I don't understand this. It makes no sense. Why would a billionaire ask me to marry him? What is your plan in this? If this is not your will, please close this door. A scripture just dropped in my heart now. Isaiah 55:8 For my gots are not your gots, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. I feel peace in my heart. Is this a yes? I need to see my pastor.
Hannah, good morning, my child. What can I do for you?
Pastor. I need to talk to you about an urgent issue.
Okay, tell me what's on your heart.
It doesn't make sense, Pastor. Why would God tell me to walk into something so crazy? Marriage is sacred. It's supposed to be built on love and commitment, not a contract.
You are right, Hannah. Marriage is sacred. It was created by God, not just as a contract, but as a covenant. That's why this decision must be taken with serious prayer and wisdom. Tell me something. Why did you even consider it?
Because when I prayed, I didn't feel a hard no from God. Instead, I felt a nudge. Like maybe he's leading me into something bigger. But I don't understand why.
Sometimes, Hannah, God leads us into situations that seem illogical, but they are part of his greater purpose. Look at Esther. She probably never imagined she'd marry a pagan king, yet she became the deliverer of her people. Joseph was sold into slavery, yet that very path led him to save an entire nation.
But this is marriage. What if I regret it?
Then don't just look at the arrangement, look at the assignment. Maybe God isn't asking you to go into marriage with Charles. Maybe he's placing you in Charles's life for a reason. Maybe there's something in him that needs your light.
Pastor, I won't lie. I don't even like Charles.
Good. Love isn't built on instant attraction. It's built on obedience to God and daily choices.
So you're saying I should do it?
I'm saying seek peace. If God is leading you into this, he will give you peace about it. If there's turmoil in your spirit, then walk away.
I think I already know my answer.
I take it you've made a decision.
Yes. I'll do it. But on my terms.
Let's hear them.
First, I won't compromise my faith. No matter what. Second, this isn't a joke to me. Even if this starts as an arrangement, I will treat it as something real.
Agreed. Anything else?
I expect you to respect me. If at any point I feel like I'm being used or disrespected, I walk away. No questions asked.
Fair enough.
I guess we're doing this.
I guess we are.
Tell me this is a joke, Charles.
It's not.
You're marrying a waitress. A woman with no background, no status, and no family name. Over Sophia Caldwell.
You make it sound like I've committed a crime.
You may as well have. Do you understand what this means? What people will think? After all the years I have spent building this family's name, ensuring we maintain prestige, you throw it all away for, what? A charity case.
Careful, Mother.
What, is she off limits now? Is this what she's done to you? Made you soft?
Hannah is not a charity case. She's smart. She's independent. And she doesn't want my money.
Oh, darling, they all want your money. Just because she's not wearing diamonds doesn't mean she isn't scheming. This is ridiculous. You don't even know this girl.
Maybe not. But I know one thing, she's better than the women you've been throwing at me for years.
What about Sophia? She is refined, educated, from a respectable family. She has been waiting for you.
I don't love Sophia. And I never will.
If you go through with this, Charles, I will disown you.
Go ahead.
You would throw away your legacy, your inheritance, your place in this family, for a nobody.
Yes.
You are not thinking clearly. This girl has manipulated you.
No, Mother. For the first time, I'm thinking for myself.
You will regret this.
We'll see.
She will never be accepted in this world, Charles. And one day, you will see that for yourself.
Okay, Mom. I have to go back to work.
Is that all you are going to say?
Mom, it's a done deal. I am getting married to Hannah.
Okay, we shall see.
Sophia. Tell me you've seen this. If it's another article about my flawless skin, I've already read it. Not exactly. Look. Charles is engaged. What? That waitress stole what was mine. So. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to congratulate them.
How are you doing, Hannah?
I am trying to be fine.
What do you mean by that? Your life is about to change for good.
I hope so.
There is a gala event organized by my mom. I want us to go together so I can introduce you to her.
I doubt if she likes me.
Don't worry yourself about that.
Okay, so when is it?
It is this weekend. I will tell my personal assistant to take you to a boutique where you can get a good dress, shoe and bag for the event.
But I have dresses at home.
I know, Hannah. But I am sure they cannot fit into my world. You need to start dressing as Mrs. Williams now, the billionaire's wife. Good.
So, Mrs. Billionaire, how does it feel to sell your soul for a tuition check? Lisa, please. I'm just saying. You're about to enter a world of insane wealth, private jets, and people who drink $200 coffee. Are you sure you can survive it? I can handle anything with God's strength. We'll see. But I'll be here to remind you when things start getting complicated. Not bad, Cinderella. But are you ready for the royal ball? It's just one night. One night with your billionaire fiancé and his dragon mother. Yeah, good luck with that. Charles just sent a message. He said a car will pick me up at 7 p.m. Your billionaire fiancé.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You look acceptable. Showtime. Brace yourself.
So, you must be the fiancé.
Yes. Hannah Adams. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Lady Regina.
Tell me, dear, what exactly do you do?
I was studying computer engineering. But I had to leave school when my mother passed.
Ah, a waitress turned fiancé. How unexpected.
Mother.
I'm simply curious, Charles. After all, it's quite a leap, from serving tables to about to marry a billionaire.
Life is full of surprises.
Yes, it is.
This is not over. Your mother hates me.
She hates everyone who isn't a Williams or a billionaire.
She thinks I don't belong.
She's wrong.
Mr. Williams, a quick word about your fiancé.
What would you like to know?
Many are calling this a sudden engagement. Some even question if it's real. What do you say to that?
Does this feel fake to you?
Are you going to explain what that was? A hug. Charles, that was not part of the contract.
It was necessary. The media was already suspicious. I had to make them believe us.
So you just decided to spring that on me without warning?
Would you have agreed if I had told you beforehand?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
I should have charged extra for this nonsense.
Noted for future reference. Look at this.
What?
We made headlines.
Oh no.
You need to get used to the media. I am a billionaire and I am always in the news. Hannah, we need to get married in the next 1 month.
1 month. Isn't that so soon? I need to get to know you.
It's not. And there is nothing to know about me. You can know me more after the marriage.
What if we are not compatible?
I told you earlier that you can leave if you so desire. So, you have nothing to lose. So, you need to start preparing. My PA, Victoria, will assist you.
I can plan my own wedding. I don't need anyone's assistance.
Yes, you do.
If you say so. Last chance to run, Hannah. I can have a getaway car waiting outside in 5 minutes. Make it 2 minutes, and I might reconsider. You good? Trust the process.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the union of Charles Williams and Hannah Adams in holy matrimony. Do you, Charles Williams, take Hannah Adams to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love, honor, and cherish, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Hannah Adams, take Charles Williams to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish, in sickness and in health, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
How's married life treating you? Feel different yet? I feel like a highly paid actress in a drama I didn't audition for.
A toast to my son and his new wife. May this marriage be everything you hoped for.
So, do we shake hands or something?
We survived. That's what matters.
Barely.
Regrets already.
Ask me again after I figure out how to exist in your world.
Fair enough. Your room is down the hall. First door on the left. Welcome to married life. By the way, we will be going to Paris for our honeymoon.
Is that even necessary?
For the media, yes.
So our marriage is a showbiz.
It comes with it, so get used to it.
You know, most people come to Paris to experience the beauty, the culture, the romance. Not to stare at spreadsheets.
I'm not most people.
Clearly. This is going to be fun. Do you ever turn off?
Not when there's work to be done.
Right. Silly me, expecting an actual honeymoon.
You're free to do whatever you want, Hannah. I didn't bring you here to entertain you.
Wow. You should write greeting cards. That was beautifully cold.
I have meetings to attend. Enjoy Paris. Or don't. It's up to you.
Of all the billionaires in the world, I get stuck with the one who acts like a human iceberg. God, what have I gotten myself into? Lisa, at this rate, I might as well marry Paris instead. The city is amazing. My husband. Not so much. You are right, it is a shocker. Mr. Emotionally Unavailable, as you call it, has been on his computer ever since we got here. Yeah, Paris deserves better. Oh, wow. Look at you. Same position, same laptop, same expression. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were a statue.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Loved it. Paris is magical. Too bad my husband is missing it.
I don't do sightseeing.
Of course not. That would be too human.
What do you want from me, Hannah?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe some effort. Maybe a normal conversation that doesn't involve work or contracts. Yeah, Well, I didn't realize I was marrying a robot.
Fine. Dinner. Let's go.
Wait. You're actually willing to leave this room?
Apparently, I'm at risk of becoming a statue.
So tell me, Charles. How do you normally spend your honeymoons?
I don't normally have honeymoons.
You mean to tell me you haven't done a fake marriage thing before? Color me shocked.
You like Paris.
Loved it. Especially the part where I explored it alone.
Would you have preferred my company?
Maybe. If you promise not to bring your laptop. Charles. Fancy meeting you here.
Sophia.
Well, Charles, I must say. When I heard you got married, I thought it was a tabloid stunt. But seeing you here. With her. How unexpected. You know, for someone who wasn't invited to this dinner, you seem awfully comfortable standing at our table. Oh, how rude of me. Let's fix that. Paris. The city of love. How are you two enjoying your honeymoon? Oh, it's been amazing. Just today, I walked across the entire city, tried delicious pastries, and even discovered a beautiful bookstore. Meanwhile, my hard-working husband was glued to his laptop. Very romantic, don't you think? Of course. Charles always did love his work more than anything else. Tell me, Hannah, how does it feel, stepping into a world so far above you? It must be overwhelming. Oh, not at all. The air up here is surprisingly easy to breathe. It's funny, though. You seem so interested in our marriage. Almost like you expected to be sitting in my place. Oh, darling. If I had really wanted to be sitting there, I would be. Is that so? Then why aren't you?
Sophia, why are you here?
Charles, darling. Can't I just say hello to an old friend?
We were never friends.
You made a mistake, Charles. You know that. Everyone knows that.
The only mistake was wasting years entertaining people like you.
This isn't over. Enjoy the honeymoon. While it lasts. Well, she's charming. Be honest. Was she ever actually an option for you?
Never.
Good. You know, pouting over a glass of wine won't change anything. The man got married. You lost. Move on. I didn't lose. No. Because it sure looked like his ring is on someone else's finger. That waitress doesn't belong in Charles's world. She's nothing. Just a temporary inconvenience. And I'm going to prove it. Oh. And how do you plan to do that? By showing the world exactly who Hannah Adams really is. And that number belongs to an old friend in the media. Let's see how the public reacts when they find out Charles Williams married a nobody with a tragic backstory. You're delightfully evil sometimes. I prefer strategic. You know, for a married couple we talk less than business associates.
Because that's exactly what this is.
Right. A business arrangement. My bad. I forgot I'm actually married to my landlord. You know what's funny? I expected you to be cold, but I didn't expect you to be this predictable.
Predictable.
Yeah. Workaholic billionaire. Emotionally unavailable. Keeps everyone at arm's length. Textbook.
And what do you expect me to be? Sweeping you off your feet. Reciting poetry on the balcony.
Oh, please don't, that would be so uncomfortable. So, when do we go back?
Tomorrow.
And then what? We go back to playing house in the penthouse.
Pretty much.
Wow. Can't wait. What an adventure.
We should get some sleep. Long day tomorrow.
Oh, now you acknowledge me. This is progress.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Charles Williams's new wife, the gold digger with a shady past. Subheading: Exclusive details on Hannah Adams, the waitress turned billionaire's bride.
What? They call me a gold digger. Oh, Sophia is really good at this. This is just the beginning, isn't it?
It won't touch you. I'll make sure of it.
So, are we ignoring the fact that the whole world thinks I'm a manipulative, gold-digging scammer?
No.
That's all you have to say. No.
I'm handling it.
Handling it how? Suing every journalist with an internet connection.
If necessary.
This is crazy. Do you realize how humiliating this is? I don't even care about the gossip, but my entire life is being analyzed like a soap opera.
And that's why I'm going to fix it.
How?
By going public.
Excuse me.
Tomorrow, I'm doing an interview, on live television. And I'm going to set the record straight.
You. Mr. Privacy. Mr. I avoid cameras like the plague is going on national television.
I won't let them destroy your reputation. Or mine.
Can you imagine Charles is planning to host a live interview? Oh, Charles, you never had to explain yourself before, why start now?
Because of her. That waitress has gotten under his skin.
Not for long. Charles may think he's being noble, but when he sees how badly she fits into our world, he'll realize his mistake.
And if he doesn't?
Then we'll make sure she does.
Good morning everyone. Today, we have in the studio with us, one of the richest billionaire around us here. He is no other than Mr. Charles Williams. You are welcome, sir.
Thanks.
Mr. Williams, the world has been buzzing with news of your recent marriage. And yet, some say it was unexpected. A billionaire and a former waitress, it sounds like something out of a romance novel. What do you say to those who claim this is a scandal?
I say it's none of their business.
And yet, here we are, on live television. If it's no one's business, why come forward?
Because Hannah matters. And Hannah is, my wife, Hannah Adams, is one of the most intelligent, hardworking, and genuine women I've ever met. She's not after my money. She's not part of some scheme. She's a woman who lost everything, yet refused to quit. And frankly, anyone who questions her worth doesn't know her at all.
That's quite a strong statement.
Because it's the truth. And as for our marriage, yes, it was sudden. No, it wasn't arranged by my mother, despite what certain people would like to believe.
That's fair enough. Thanks for coming, Mr. Charles Williams.
Thanks for having me.
Not bad for a man who prefers one-word conversations.
I have my moments.
Thank you. For all of that.
You are welcome. Shall we go?
Oh yes.
There is something I need to tell you.
What is it?
I'm sponsoring your education.
Come again.
You're going back to school. I've handled the paperwork. You're re-enrolled.
You did what?
Look, you put your dreams on hold because life forced you to. That doesn't have to be the case anymore.
So you just what? Went behind my back and decided this for me.
You're welcome.
You can't just make huge life decisions for me, Charles.
Would you have said no?
You are infuriating.
So I've been told.
So when do I start?
Next semester. Everything is settled.
Thanks.
So, how's the wife?
She's busy with her studies.
Ah, and how's Mr. Billionaire Ice King handling the silence?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes you do. You miss her.
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, right, you don't miss people. You just happen to check your phone every 5 minutes and snap at your employees twice as much.
Hannah and I are married. That's all this is.
Sure, buddy, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh, this is fun. Watching you pretend like you're not thinking about your husband. I am not. That's why you've stared at your phone for the last 10 minutes. I was checking emails. Sure. And I'm secretly a billionaire's wife too.
I am planning to have an annual Williams charity gala, a night of prestige and elegance.
So, the plan is to bring the waitress into a world she doesn't belong in?
Exactly. Hannah Adams may have fooled my son, but she won't fool society.
Humiliating her publicly is risky. Charles won't like it.
Oh, I expect that. But it's time he sees for himself, she will never be one of us.
Then let's make sure she never forgets it.
Good.
I received an invitation to the annual Williams Charity Gala. Oh, wow. They're finally letting Cinderella into the castle. More like inviting her in just to throw tomatoes at her. So, what's the play? You going? Yes. My husband will pick me up. But something tells me this isn't just an invitation. You may be right, you know. Hannah, darling. I was so hoping you'd show. What a bold choice of gowns so modest. Thank you, Sophia. I decided to leave the desperate couture looks to the experts.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to the Williams Annual Charity Gala. Tonight, we celebrate excellence and legacy. We also believe in giving back to those who have come from less fortunate beginnings, helping them rise, despite their limitations.
Still feeling like you belong. More than ever. Lady Regina, your speech was truly enlightening. And you're right. Many of us don't come from privileged families. Some of us have had to fight for everything. But you know what I've learned? Strength isn't in where you come from. It's in who you choose to be. And no amount of wealth changes that.
This is not over.
You handled that well.
I grew up fighting battles, Charles. This is just a different arena.
Don't worry. I am here for you. Are you coming home with me?
Do you want me to come home?
I don't know. Anything you want.
Okay. I am going back to school.
Okay. Had an eventful day. Met a guy in my class who's helping me with a project. He's brilliant. Anyway, hope all's well. What do I do? Should I reply it? What was I supposed to say? Oh. And how brilliant is this guy exactly? That sounded ridiculous.
You know, for someone who always says this marriage is strictly business, you sure do look like a man contemplating hiring a hitman.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, really? Then why do you look like someone just stole your favorite stock investment?
Because you walked in.
Ah, so that's what this is about. Met a guy in my class who's helping me with a project. Ha, oh, this is fantastic. You, my friend, are in uncharted waters.
You're reading too much into it.
Am I? Because I know that look. You're not annoyed because of the project. You're annoyed because some guy, let's call him Mr. Brilliant, is spending time with your wife.
She can spend time with whoever she wants.
Of course she can, but you don't like it.
I'm just being practical. This marriage has an image to uphold. If people see her getting too close to another guy, it could cause unnecessary speculation.
Ah yes, practical. That's what we're calling jealousy now.
I am not jealous.
Sure, buddy, whatever lets you sleep at night.
I need to go and check on Hannah. I don't like the sound of that text. So, about our project, want to grab dinner and go over the final draft?
Sure, but just as friends, Ryan.
That won't be necessary.
Charles. What are you doing here?
Just checking on my wife. Making sure everything is going smoothly. I was just asking Hannah about dinner, to finalize our coding project. I'm sure there are plenty of study halls for that. No need for dinner.
Really? You're doing this right now?
Doing what?
Acting like you're staking a claim.
I'll just see you in class, Hannah.
You scared him off.
Good. He talks too much.
Unbelievable. You're actually jealous.
I don't get jealous.
Sure. And I'm a princess.
Well, you are my wife. That makes you something close. I'll have a car take you home later.
I am not coming home.
It's weekend, Hannah. You need to be at home.
I don't need your car. I can come on my own.
You are my wife, Hannah, and you will act like it. See you later at home.
Ugh. He is so annoying.
Sir, there's been an issue with your flight to Geneva. Severe storms have delayed all departures until tomorrow morning.
This was supposed to be a quick business trip. In and out, deal closed. Now, it's a logistical nightmare. It's okay. Thank you, Victoria.
You're welcome, sir.
Hey, small problem. There's a transportation strike, and the bus routes are all down. Any chance I can get a ride home? Should I send the driver or go and get her? Okay, I will go and pick her.
Well, Mr. Billionaire himself came to pick up little old me. What's the occasion?
Do you want a ride or a press conference?
Someone's cranky. Do you keep this car at sub-zero temperatures on purpose?
It's called climate control, Hannah.
It's called turn up the heat before I turn into an ice sculpture. Wow. It is raining, Charles, and this is heavy. Look at the road. Water is everywhere.
You have got to be kidding me.
Don't tell me. Your fancy billionaire card just broke down.
It's not broken, it's temperamental.
Oh, this is beautiful. Charles Williams, stranded on the side of the road. Somebody call the tabloids.
Are you done?
I haven't even started.
We'll wait for a tow truck.
Or we can walk to that inn by the roadside before we drown in this flood.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, the mighty Charles Williams might have to set foot in a humble commoner's inn. How will he survive?
Let's go before I change my mind.
Oh my, you're Mr. Williams, the billionaire. What are you doing in our little inn?
Circumstances.
And is this your lovely wife?
Yes.
Oh, newlyweds. How romantic.
Thanks.
Oh dear, we only have one room left. A honeymoon suite, actually.
Well, husband. What do we do?
We'll take it. I'll sleep on the couch.
I mean, we are married. Might as well stick to the role, right? You sure you're okay over there?
Go to sleep, Hannah.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, look at that. The mighty Charles Williams survived a night without a 5-star suite. Color me impressed.
And you survived a night without mocking me for 6 hours straight. Impressive as well.
Barely. So, are we still stranded, or do you have a secret billionaire escape plan?
The roads are clear. Our car's been towed to the nearest station. We'll be back in the city by noon.
Well, it was nice being normal people for a night.
Normal. We were in a honeymoon suite pretending we weren't about to murder each other.
It wasn't so bad though. Was it?
No, it wasn't.
I think I know why you don't like me.
Oh, enlighten me.
Because I don't worship the ground you walk on like everyone else.
That's not true.
Then what is it?
You're unpredictable.
The horror.
I prefer order, structure, and logic. You are the exact opposite of that.
Well, good thing you married me, then. Keeps life exciting. So, did your plan to humiliate her at the gala work?
No, the girl is surprisingly resilient.
Well, that's annoying.
But every person has a weak spot. And I intend to find hers.
Is it Charles?
No, her mother.
Her mother's dead.
Yes, and what do you think she would have wanted for her daughter?
You're planning something.
Hannah is strong, but she's also emotional. She fights back when she feels challenged. But what happens when she's made to believe that staying with Charles is holding her back?
You want her to leave him willingly?
Exactly. If she truly loves her late mother, she'll realize that this life, the wealth, the expectations, it's not her place.
You are delightfully Hannah-less.
And she won't even see it coming.
This is still just an unusual marriage. Nothing more.
Caroline, my dear, you've always been so passionate about education. And I admire that. It's why I wanted to discuss a scholarship opportunity, one that would benefit a certain student who has caught my attention.
Oh. And who might that be?
Hannah Adams.
Yes. I've heard about her. A bright girl, incredibly determined despite her circumstances. You know, she was once on track for a full scholarship before. Well, before life got in the way.
Exactly. And that's why I'm here. A young woman like her. She should have every opportunity to pursue her dreams, without any distractions.
And by distractions you mean?
Marriage to my son, of course. Don't get me wrong, I respect Hannah's resilience. But let's be honest. Can she truly thrive while being tied to a life she wasn't prepared for? The pressure, the media, the expectations. It's why I want to offer her something better. A chance to study abroad, a full scholarship to one of the best engineering programs in Europe. No strings attached.
And does Hannah know about this? Generous opportunity.
Not yet, but she will. You will tell her on my behalf.
Okay. Hannah, I have some exciting news. Exciting. You've been selected for a prestigious scholarship, a chance to study in Europe, fully funded. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't understand. I didn't apply for any international scholarships. This is from Lady Regina Wright. This is her way of getting rid of me. Or it's a chance to step into a life that was always meant for you. No expectations. No scrutiny. Just you and your dreams. Okay. Thanks. Give me time to think about it. Fair enough.
What happened? This is from my mom. She's trying to get you to leave.
She's giving me a way out.
Do you want a way out?
Charles, this isn't just about your mother's games. This is about me. My future. My education. Everything I gave up.
I told you I'd support your education. Here, with me.
It's not the same. You know, it's not the same.
So what are you saying, Hannah? That you regret marrying me?
I don't know.
If you go, Hannah, don't expect me to wait for you.
Okay, let's just say it out loud. This is a massive opportunity, Hannah. We're talking about a full-ride international scholarship. No more restaurant shifts, no more struggling to get by. I know. But this. Everything with Charles, the marriage, his mother's schemes. It's not just a simple decision anymore. Is it because of him? Hannah, are you sure you're afraid of staying? Or are you just afraid of what staying means?
So, what's the plan?
There is no plan.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure your wife is about to leave the country, and you're sitting here like a man who just lost a merger.
It's her choice.
Oh, come on, man. Since when do you just let things happen? You don't do passive, you fight for what you want.
What if I don't know what I want?
That's a lie. I've known you for years, Charles. And I have never seen you like this before.
If she goes, maybe it's for the best.
And if she stays?
I need to talk to her.
Finally.
Tell me you're not going.
Charles.
No. No vague answers. No polite smiles. Just tell me the truth. Hannah, are you leaving?
I don't know.
What do you want?
I don't know anymore.
Then let me make it easier. Stay. Not because of the contract. Not because of my mother or anyone else. Stay because you want to. Because I.
Because you. What?
It doesn't matter right now.
Yes, it does. Tell me.
Because I love you. Yes, I said it.
Give me time to pray and think about it.
Fair enough.
Lord, help me to make the right decision. Should I stay or go?
I don't know what Hannah's answer will be. Will she stay with me or leave? To make matters worse, I have not heard from her. Meet me tomorrow. Same restaurant. Noon. This is better even though I don't know what her response will be. Hannah.
I'm staying.
Because you want to, or because you feel obligated?
Because I choose to. For a long time, I got my future had to look a certain way. That my mother's dreams for me were the only way to honor her. But I realized something. Leaving wouldn't fix what's broken inside me. It wouldn't erase the grief, or the feeling that I have to prove myself to the world. Because maybe I don't. I don't know what this is between us, Charles. But I know one thing. I'm not running from it.
That's all we are to you. Just this.
You tell me. She's staying. That waitress is actually staying.
It seems so.
And you're just going to let it happen. After everything we've done.
You misunderstand me, Sophia.
Then what's next?
If Hannah won't leave willingly, we'll have to make her realize the cost of staying.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Any regrets?
Not yet. You.
I don't do regrets. Get some rest. Tomorrow, we figure out what's next.
I think we already know. I brought coffee for you.
Coffee delivery. Should I be concerned?
Maybe I'm just a decent human being.
Doubtful.
We have a problem.
Define problem.
Hannah is trending in the news. There is a news article titled, Charles Williams's wife hides shocking family secret, the truth about Hannah Adams. Beneath the headline is a photo of Hannah and her mother, taken years ago. And below that, a string of accusations, speculations, and half-truths twisted into something ugly.
What?
It's online, so you can check it out.
Thanks, Daniel. Can you look into it and get the source of the attack? Although I know it's from my mom. We need to be sure.
What kind of thing is this? She's never going to stop, is she?
No, she won't. But this time around, I will make her stop.
Then maybe. Maybe this is my cue to leave.
You're not leaving.
Charles.
You think leaving will fix this? That walking away will make them stop. It won't, Hannah. If you leave now, you're proving them right.
Then what do we do?
We fight. Together.
This is insane, Charles. Your mother just fed the world the biggest lie about my family, and you want me to just... what? Ignore it?
I never said we'd ignore it. I said we'd handle it. We will fight together.
And how exactly do we do that? Because right now, the whole world thinks my late mother was a con artist. How do you handle that, Charles?
By fighting back. Hannah, I know what it's like to have your entire life picked apart by the media. To have strangers decide who you are based on nothing but a headline. But I need you to hear me. The only way to win this is to stop running and fight back.
And if I don't have the strength to fight,
then I'll fight for you.
Your mother really went all out. Fake transactions, falsified letters, she practically built a movie script.
Then let's rewrite the ending.
We have two options. 1. We stay silent, let the rumors burn out, and hope people move on.
not happening.
Good. That leaves us with option 2. Go on the offensive. Expose the lies, reclaim the narrative, and hit back where it hurts.
We'll start by leaking the real documents, the ones proving those transactions were fabricated. Then, we make sure every major outlet knows who planted the story.
You mean your mother?
Yes.
Let's do it.
What am I seeing on my phone? Exposed. The truth behind the Hannah Williams smear campaign. Who's really pulling the strings? How did they get the original document? This is not good. Not at all. Charles, what are you doing here?
You lost, Mother.
Do you honestly think this changes anything? The world will always remember Hannah as the girl who...
The world will remember you as the woman who tried to destroy her own son's wife, and failed.
I did what was necessary. You were never supposed to end up with her.
And yet, here we are.
You may have won this battle, Charles. But the war is far from over.
You're right. Because from now on, you don't control the battlefield anymore. Goodbye, Mother.
It's over.
She's over.
What now?
Now, we stop pretending that we don't care for each other.
You said we stop pretending. But what does that? What does that even mean?
It means I don't want a marriage built on deals and expectations. I want a marriage that's real. I didn't expect this, Hannah. I didn't expect you. But you're here, and I don't want to spend another day pretending like I don't care about you.
You care about me.
Yes.
Charles, I care about you too.
I know, right?
You've come to gloat.
No, Mother. I've come to end this, for good.
And what exactly does that mean?
It means you stop interfering in my marriage. It means you let me live my life without trying to control every piece of it.
Charles, I only wanted what was best for you.
No, you wanted what was best for you. There's a difference.
I don't trust her.
Then that's your problem, not mine.
You really love her, don't you?
Yes. And I won't let anyone, including you, take her away from me.
Then go to her, Charles. And, take care of her.
Fair enough. I spoke to my mother today.
And
it's done. She won't interfere anymore. Move in with me, fully. No more separate rooms. No more living in between. Just, be here, with me.
okay,
You read the Bible every morning.
every morning.
And it never gets boring.
God's word is alive, Charles. It's never the same.
So, What are you reading today?
Psalm 23. Ever heard of it?
Of course. The Lord is my shepherd. Basic Sunday school verse.
Oh. Then what does the rest of it say?
Something about green pastures.
Nice try.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This actually makes sense. The way David describes God, like someone who actually knows him.
That's the difference, Charles. Knowing about God isn't the same as knowing him.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh God, I want to know you like Hannah does. Can you please reveal yourself to me? God, if you're real, if you actually speak, then speak to me. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know. Jeremiah 33:3.
Charles, you are all dressed up. Where are you going to?
I am following you to church today, Hannah.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, don't be dramatic. Let's go before I change my mind.
Okay. Okay.
Some of you are here today searching for meaning, for peace, for God himself. But he's not far away. He's closer than you think. If you want to give your life to God, or you want to rededicate your life to him, please come out and let me pray for you. My brother, you are welcome to the family of God. Please say this after me. Heavenly Father, I acknowledge my sins and shortcomings and I choose to recommit my life fully to you. I ask for your forgiveness, and desire to be washed and purified by your blood. Lord, create a new heart in me, new desires, and new dreams that are pleasing in your sight.
Heavenly Father, I acknowledge my sins and shortcomings and I choose to recommit my life fully to you. I ask for your forgiveness, and desire to be washed and purified by your blood. Lord, create a new heart in me, new desires, and new dreams that are pleasing in your sight.
Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, sweetheart. I am happy for you. You finally stopped running.
I think I was always running toward this. I just didn't know it.
I've been praying for this moment.
Of course you have. You're my wife. It's practically your job to pray me into submission.
No, Charles. It's my job to stand beside you no matter what. But I won't lie. Seeing you open your heart to God, it's the best thing I've ever witnessed. We need to celebrate the faithfulness of God.
Yes, what do you have in mind?
It's a secret.
Okay, let's go home. It's funny. I've spent my life making billion-dollar deals, running empires, but somehow, I feel like I'm just now starting to understand what matters.
Because now, you're finally seeing the bigger picture. This life. It was never just about power or wealth. It's about God. About love. About impact.
Hannah, I have something in mind.
What is it?
I want us to renew our wedding vows. The wedding we had was out of obligation. I want us to start afresh in the presence of God.
That's lovely. Okay, last chance. If you want to run, I've got a car waiting. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Good. Because I have never seen you this happy, Hannah. And if that billionaire of yours ever forgets what he has just called me, I'll remind him. This time, it's real.
We are gathered here today not to begin something new, but to honor a love that was unexpected, but undeniable.
Hannah, I didn't believe in love before you. I didn't believe in fate, in miracles, or in the idea that someone could change your life just by existing. But then you walked into my world, unapologetic, stubborn, brilliant, and nothing has been the same since. This time, I'm not marrying you because of a deal. I'm marrying you because I can't imagine my life without you. And I promise, every day, for the rest of our lives, to prove to you that you were the best choice I ever made.
Charles. I used to think I had to do everything on my own. That needing someone meant weakness. But then, you happened. You pushed past my walls, stood by me even when I wanted to run, and somehow you became home to me. So today, I choose you. Not because I have to, but because I want to. Because I love you. And because, no matter what comes next, you are the only place I ever want to be. We actually did it.
Did you ever doubt me?
Every second of the way.
And now?
Now, I know I made the right choice. I love you, Charles.
I love you more.